Welcome to Iconic Motorbikes. For today's shop walk, we have some really special girls. First and foremost, the feature bike today is the Ninja 1000 H2. I had one of these personally for a while. Mine had the carbon fiber wheels and all the other bit. Every single time I pull out of a corner, the front end would come up. Every single time. Steve was with me going, you know, you're loft in the front every time. I go, I wasn't even trying. It's a supercharged bike, like I said. It's really cool. The only not cool thing about it, right, is this ridiculous boat anchor exhaust.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Which is the first thing that has to go.
Pretty heavy.
Yeah, so that's got to go. This is a 2015, so it's a first year with a cool green frame. You can't tell it in here, but it has a metallic flake to it, so in the sun it kind of sparkles. Black chrome paint, which is really cool. The downside is, God forbid something ever goes wrong, you really can't.
Yeah, you can't paint match it.
You can't paint match it, and it's impossible to find panels. The one that we had before, we sold that bike. Unfortunately, the gentleman that bought it went down on it. We ended up replacing everything with carbon fiber, which is another cool option. But anyway, the coolest stat about this bike, over and above the fact it's a supercharged motor, is that the impeller spins at, what is it, 130,000? What did it say, Scott? 130,000 RPM at full throttle. So that is basically breaking the sound barrier. And what happens is when you're riding the bike, you let off the throttle, you hear these pops, pops, pops. And it just makes all these really cool noises. It's already warmed up a bit. He's already done the service. So maybe you're not going to hear the pop probably, but you're going to hear some of the cool, these lights come up. This is all the Kill All Humans tail lights from the video game. Remember that? Right? Yeah. Sounds pretty tame when you first started, right? You hear something going on. Okay? What is it, like an ECU mod? And then I had the Coppervic exhaust, and you could really hear a bunch of noises then, so that was really cool. Over on Angel's Lift, we're getting this one all cleaned up and detailed. We built this bike a while back for a client. He ordered the new one, so he wants this one sold. It's a RS 765 triple, right?
Yeah.
So it's a street triple 765 RS. We took a bunch of parts, blocked it all out. Brian, you can take a look at this stuff. The cool rear sets on and everything else. And while we're at it, have you started? Have you started already?
No, not yet.
All right, let's start this one. It's pretty tame. I think it has a stock exhaust on it.
No, it has the Two Brothers carbon.
Oh, there you go. See, I missed that too. I can remember how to start these things. Eventually, I'm a big fan of triples because, you know, you get the engine braking of a twin. It's fantastic. If you don't have a slipper clutch, you'll get a wheel skip. On the fours, sometimes you need a bit more revs than some people are happy with. The triple is a really nice kind of middle point, and I can see why people keep doing them. MV Agusta, Triumph, there's a lot of triples out there, and they're really fun. This one will be on the option block pretty soon. We'll skip all these ones. Thank you guys. Josh is just wrapping up this R90 that we featured on the shop walk a few days ago. Started it yet?
Nope, not yet.
Almost?
New petcocks, new fuel lines, that kind of stuff.
Still waiting for those?
No, I got them. Just got to get them on. This thing kind of goes together in a strange order. Everything's got to be in place.
There you have it. So
But we're getting there.
sometimes you run into a little bit of a Pandora box situation where you fix one thing and then at least another. This one we showed on a shop walk a few days ago. Steve has it all the way back together again. Have you ran it yet?
Yes.
It's already running. A bit more chrome than stock, but it's a really nice burgundy kind of color. The owner of this bike that bought this from us is going to have it repainted again. There's a little bit of a mismatch between these two, as you can see in this light. But otherwise,
Where's the mismatch?
as you see here and here, you
Oh,
can kind of
yeah,
see
yeah.
a color change.
These
But
were painted.
he's got a painter.
Looks like that's not.
And a really special deal is this. This is the EBR 1190 RX. One of 6 that were painted in this livery. It was on our auction site recently. It did not make reserve, but the best part is the owner said I can take it to the rock store tomorrow. So I'll make this a feature bike next time after I ride it, so I can tell you more about it. One of the trick components about this bike is this is the fuel tank. The frame is also the fuel tank. It's got that big, huge single rotor that takes up the whole side of the wheel. One of my really close mates, Cam & Co, has a few of these. And with that, he's probably got, what, 25 other bikes,
Yeah.
right? At least. And he swears it's one of the best bikes there is
That's
to
just
ride.
in the house.
Beg pardon?
That's just in the
Yeah,
house.
in the house. And he swears it's one of the best bikes to ride. The thing about it is, this, the way
Perimeter brake?
Yeah, perimeter brakes, that's what it's called. I couldn't think of it. The perimeter brake allows for different, how the wheels spin, and what do they call it? I'm terrible with.
Less drag,
No, but
less
it's-
rolling inertia.
Yeah, there you go. So, what he said. Anyway, I'm gonna take it for a spin, and I'll know more about it next time. I just, this is the first time I've ridden one, so pretty excited. And you know what? It's got the race kit on it too. It's got the cool exhaust. Have you heard it
I
yet?
think it needs some smoke.
What?
I think it needs smoke.
Exhaust coming up? Oh, there we go.
Just gotta do noise.
You need to throw me every time you do that electric start, because I'm so used to you kick starting me. So every time you do that, I'm like, wait a minute, how is he doing it?
Magic.
Look at that, Brian. Isn't that cool? The smoking gun, baby. The smoking barrel.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to do our Sunday ride tomorrow. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for correcting me. Thanks, Brian.